Welcome to another episode of Trusted Auto Repair. Today we are working on a 2014 Subaru Impreza. The customer complaint was that they had a check engine light for code P0700 and the automatic transmission oil light was flashing, as well as an ABS light and a traction control light. Maybe 90% of the times this is due to a bad valve body in the transmission. The good thing about these transmissions is it is accessible from the top of the transmission, from underneath the hood. All right, to start off, you always want to remove the negative battery cable. Safety first. You just tuck that kind of out of the way. And then you have the air intake duct. This has to be removed. It's held in by 8mm to 8mm to get these clamps loosened. Usually there's a clip. There's usually there's something over here that holds onto it, but I guess it's missing. Just want to get this loose. Now we should be able to wiggle it out. Let's get it loose a little bit more. Oh, there it is. And there's a hose. There's an intake hose. Want to get it out the way. Just grab that and remove it. A lot of times these hoses get stuck. You want to move it right and left before you try to take it out. It's best to stay organized in these kinds of jobs. I'm gonna lay this down right here. All right. Next up, we want to remove this throttle body. There's the connection right here. You just squeeze on it. It comes right out. And it's held by 4 10mm bolts. I can use the extension. Alright, so these four. In these kinds of jobs, it's best to stay as organized as possible. Use this little metal thing to put these. It's right here. Alright. Now, on the throttle body, there's two hoses going to it. I think these are coolant lines. Maybe a little bit of coolant will come out. It's not going to be a big deal. As a matter of fact, I think I can get away with keeping one on, but we definitely want to take one out. So we're going to remove that bottom. Sorry, we're going to remove this one because it's going to be a little easier that way. It's out the way. Again, I want to move it right and left. So once it gets loose, let's take it out. So a little bit of fluid came out. It's not a big deal. You don't have to remove this. I'm going to go ahead and remove this connection so I can kind of just lay this over here on the side and not worry too much about it. Next up, you have this. I'll get this out the way. This hose. You got to remove this piece right here. It's held in by, it should be 13 or 14mm and a nut, and then same on the other side. Let's try the long. All right. Once we get it loose, then we can use the tool. Let's go ahead and get this one loose while we're at it. You always want to stay organized with your tools. You always want to know how everything else is going to, everything's going to go back. This one, it's 14. Hold on the side. The one with the washer is going to go on top. It's longer also. It should be obvious once I put it back in. Let's get this guy out of the way. These are all getting attached to the same thing, so we're going to keep them beside each other. Alright, so now we can get this out the way. Okay, put this here for now. Alright, next we want to remove these bolts from the bottom and maybe get this out the way. This guy. Extension on it. Okay. So now we can just open up this guy. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this on here so we know that this is the one that goes all the way in the bottom. I'm going to just get it out the way. And this nut's right here. So I'm actually going to put this in between it. Again, the key is to stay organized. Sometimes in the middle of a job, you want to reorganize. Just have a peace of mind. All right, now that that's out the way, we want to remove this cover. It's held by, should be 3 10mm bolts. Or before we do that, let's get this guy out the way. So I'll squeeze this. Get it out, squeeze this. Get it out. Okay, it's out the way. All right, that is 10mm here, 10mm here, and I believe there's another one Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's only 2. So we're gonna use this guy. So once you loosen it, you should be able to move it with your fingers. This. Put this down. This. Alright, so now that that's out the way, we have these that have to be, we got 10mm here to get this out the way. Let's go ahead and take that out. Use an extension. Alright. I'm gonna get that pulled out the way. Again, once you get it loose, you should be able to just take it out the way. Just be careful, sometimes these things fall. You want to really be careful when you're taking it out. Sometimes working a little bit slower makes the job a lot faster because you don't run into any mistakes. Right? There's also this, looks like a 12. Let me verify. Yep, it's a 12. That's the ground wire. I'll get it out the way. I think it's best to put it right back so that we know exactly where it goes. And we can remove this. Kind of just tuck it out the way a little bit. I'm trying to see. Well, might want to just remove this. Let's do that. Remove this and get it out of the way. Just kind of tuck underneath. Alright, and we'll keep this connected to this for now. That's a daddy long leg. Alright, next up, there's 10mm bolts around this housing. Let's see how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, the tough ones are the ones in the back. I like to get them out the way first, and then I like to work my way up. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. I have to use this guy. Alright. Gotta handle it. It's turning. Gotta be very careful here. Alright, so I'm gonna put all these here. That's one. Alright, I got it loose. Now once I get it loose enough to where I can screw it off with my hands, it makes things a lot easier, which is right now. Again, I like to finish, let's get the hard ones out the way first. Always, whether it's this job or anything else, I like to get the tough stuff out the way. Just makes the job gradually easier and smoother. So that's 2. Now we got 10 to go. Let's go ahead and get these out the way. Once we get these tough ones, we can use the tool. And it'll make things a lot quicker and easier. Right. Now, I'm not gonna advise not to use gloves, but personally I don't like to because I like to feel every bolt. And I feel like that makes the job a lot cleaner. Sometimes you gotta put your finger somewhere and you can't really see what's going on. So you wanna feel the bolt. Let's just run this, take this out the way. Right, that's not gonna fit either. So let's go ahead and use this. This guy. Loose. Alright. Okay. This guy. Now, should be able to use this, like this, 10mm socket. These attachments on, should make things a lot quicker now for these last couple bolts. This one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That should be all the bolts. So again, we'll keep them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Alright. Now, we can be creative here. If you want to remove this, this one came out easily. It got loose. But if it doesn't, you can always put something here, kind of screw it in, and use this as leverage. But this one seems like it came out pretty quickly. Alright, so we removed the 12 volts from the cover for the valve body. And you can use something to put here to pry it out. And then if you lift a little bit, you'll notice. Let's see how we can get this out. Let's see. Alright, there's a connection here. So I have to just squeeze on and remove. Alright. We'll lay this down right here. Alright, so here's the valve body. We made it this far, so that's good news. The gasket looks pretty good. You want to be careful, you want to make sure nothing comes inside of here. Of course, once we do this job, we're going to change the CVT transmission on this TR580. So now I want to compare. There should be some, I know these 10mm bolts, the black ones need to be removed. I know there's a few of the silver ones that also need to be removed in order to take this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare it with our refurbished valve body. Here's my refurbished valve body. And I can compare the two to see which screws have to be removed. So it seems like I need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the only two silver ones I need to remove are these two, and the rest are just the black ones, and we should be good to go. Once I remove it, I'm going to put it right inside of here, and we should be good to go. All right. Alright, remove this last one like this. Alright, so these are these are long bolts. I'll put them here. Okay, let's use this tool. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these with my hand as well. The ones that are on the inside. We'll compare it with the other silver ones too. Make sure we don't mistake them for one another. Oh, they're windy. Leave this here for now. Okay. So these two are the same size, so it doesn't matter which one goes where. Let's remove the rest of these. Okay. Alright, this one, it's the same size as this. Same size as this. Same size. Alright, and should be it. It's right here. Alright, now should be able to take it out. Let's put this gasket in place. Like that. Pick this up. Some oil might, some CVT transmission fluid might come out, which is fine. I'm gonna put this in here. And I don't think I can do anything with this. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. Here's the new valve body. Okay. Alright, slowly put it in. Don't want anything to slam. And then you can start off by putting one or two, kind of move around to see where it's at. Just hand tighten a couple just so that you can make sure that everything's aligned. Okay, so feel it out that way. It's best to definitely screw in a couple times with your hands before tightening it with the tool. Alright, so let's see. Got 1, 2. These two are on the outside here. Alright. So I'll draw my hand again. As soon as it gives a little bit of tension, I let off. You never want to tighten anything with these tools because you don't know how strong they are. It's best to feel it out with your hand. Alright, now we are ready to put this back. Just want to make sure there's no debris or nothing like that. Slowly, I want to first connect the connection. Just slowly slide it in until you hear the click. There it is. And then bring it down. Make sure the gasket is in place. And we're in. Alright, now just work backwards. I'll put the 12mm bolts all around the perimeter. And then we can use the tool to make things quicker. You want to at least screw in the first couple of threads, we want to screw in with our hands so that we make sure we don't cross thread. It's always important that when you're connecting two parts, you want to make sure everything is straight, and you should be able to tighten everything with your hand. Well, at least screw everything in with your hand, and that's how you know that it's going in straight. Again, you want to take your time with any kind of job. That way, it's a cleaner, project. It's hard to see, but again, this is why I don't wear gloves in certain situations. I'm changing brake pads or something that's dirty but doesn't require a lot of tight spaces. I wear gloves just to keep my hands clean. But whenever I'm doing a big job and you feel every screw going in, it's just a lot better. Sometimes you gotta hold it like this and just once it goes in the hole, we're good. That's it. Using 12. Alright. So 10 millimeters, because they're smaller, they don't need too much torque. Sometimes it's good to use the torque wrench to make sure, if you have a lot of experience, you'll just know that because the 10 millimeter just needs this much. Right, and then the rest I'm gonna get with this. It's in tight spots. That should be good. Right. That's 12. Okay, so I'll work backwards. I'll bring this out. So this connects back to this metal bracket. This ground belongs here. You don't have to over tighten it, but you do need the 12 for this. Right. And then we have I want to clean some of that transmission fluid. Let's clean this one first, it's more visible. Okay, and then get in there, just so that it doesn't go to the exhaust, and of course if it does and the exhaust is hot, it just kind of burns it off, but it smokes for a second. I don't want anyone to worry where that smoke's coming from, so always best to stay clean. Right. Okay, now we have this guy, 10 millimeter. Oh, yeah. That cover in first. Just make sure this does not get cut because it gets really messy if it does. Just kind of take your time with it, work it in. There it is. Okay, so we're going to put these 2 bolts. I like to start with the hardest one first, which is, it's not that it's hard, but it's still a little tight. There you go. Nice. Okay. No need to over tighten these. Now we can put these guys back on. That's 1. That's 2. Okay. Now we'll just continue working backwards. So the first guy we took out was this. It was like this. Right in here. And I want to make sure to tighten these bolts from the right side from the nut, because if you tighten it from the left side, this happens a lot. You might mess up this ground because it'll have a lot of pressure on there. So it's best to tighten it from the right side. So hold on to it like this. Alright, so I didn't kill tighten this yet, so that when we put these other nuts and bolts, we don't have a hard time aligning them. So we'll tighten towards the end. Alright, so let's get that on there. So this goes in here, the other side. And then this guy goes right here. First, we're gonna tighten the bracket. Just makes more sense to do it that way. Should be more than enough. Now we can use the tool. Let's tighten these other ones. That should be plenty. Yeah. All right. Up next, I gotta continue working backwards. Put this here. This goes this way. This way. Okay. I want this up. Okay. And then we'll put this coolant hose back in place. Yeah, looks good. All right. Now we can put these. I have the 4 bolts. Again, we always want to hand tighten first. At least a few notches before using the tool. And then, especially if you don't do a lot of mechanic work, you do not want to use the tool to tighten all the way. Makes the job quicker, but be dangerous also. Put this back here. Always want to hear the click. All right. So now the last thing is to put this intake air duct back in place, along with this hose. And tighten it with a 8mm. Battery on, and we should be good. Always double check, make sure everything went back in. The only thing I forgot is to clip that in, which is not a big deal. All right, it's back in. Let's put this. All right, I have to go inside and clean my hands. We're gonna test this out, make sure the problem is solved. Before, there was this AT oil temp light. It was flashing. Check engine light was on, ABS light was on, and the traction light was on, as well as this hill start, maybe assist or something. So let's turn it on and see. All right, all these lights are out. All the lights are all gone. There's no transmission light no more. This little blue indicator, that's common in Subarus. They, until the car warms up and then it goes away. The tire light, maybe one of the tires are low, and then just need some water for the windshield wipers. But looks like we solved the problem. We're good to go. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And there's a lot more videos coming up all years, makes and models. Thank you.